In this video, we're going to talk why I don't use a handwriting curriculum in our homeschool. Hi friends, and welcome to Happy Plan Homeschooling. If you're new here, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and just become part of my YouTube family that we have going on. I am Tanya, and I'm a homeschooling mom to 4 beautiful children. And a couple years back, it dawned on me, and I asked myself, why? Why are we using a homeschooling handwriting curriculum? Like, what really is the point? You may come back and say, to get your kids to learn how to write. Yes, and at a young age, I will admit, I have something to show you. We do use it at a young age. But my 4th grader knows how to write. Well, I guess she's going to be a 5th grader. But she knows how to write. So why am I still using it? To help her build those skills and help her keep it up? Maybe. But when it came down to it, it was really something that I was doing just because everyone else was doing it. And I found that my kids were just doing it to please me. And then in everything else in our homeschool, their handwriting was not good. And that could have been me as a mom, I won't lie. That was me not keeping up on their handwriting. But they were really good when it came to the handwriting book. And then they decided at the end of the day, it didn't matter what it was, they would just have sloppy handwriting. And I don't want that. So we stopped. We stopped all handwriting curriculum. And we didn't use it for a good year. And then last year my big kids asked if they could use, they can learn cursive. And so I got them IEW's cursive. They loved it. Both my big kids used this. They were 4th and 2nd grade last year, and they really just enjoyed it. And they did it together. They would compete with each other and try to be the best, and that's what I loved. When it comes to everything else in our homeschool, I just make them have good handwriting. If I see something I don't think is their best, or if I can't physically read it, they write it again, and now they just know. That's the standard across the board. In our morning time, we do Fix It Grammar, again, by IEW. I do this with my big kids. And what they do, and what I do, is we get a sentence a day. If you've never seen it, you get a sentence a day. And they have to go back and fix the sentence, as well as tell me all the grammar words, or what each word is. So what the verbs are, what the nouns are, what the adjectives, prepositions are. And I have it already written on the board when they come to morning time, and then they write it on the right board, they fix it, we talk about it together, and then they have a composition notebook where they will turn around and rewrite that sentence as nicely as they can. And what Fix It Grammar does is all those sentences become a story throughout the year. And so then they have this nice handwritten story that they can go back and read if they choose to. So in their books, it doesn't have all the grammar and the punctuation fixes, but they're still getting that on their right board, and they end up writing the sentence twice. And so I feel like that's plenty of handwriting. They have spelling, they have to do their spelling words and spelling practices, and I just expect them to have nice handwriting with it. Now, when it comes to their math and their notebooks and scribbles, and I don't expect nice handwriting for that. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't have to be nice all the time. I have plenty of planners that I do not have a nice handwriting in, and scribble sheets and notes that I take, or to-do lists. But when it's something that me and the in particular child, whichever one it is, have to go back and forth and I have to read or have to correct, that's when they know they have to have nice handwriting. And that's just what we do now for my bigs. Now my littles are still little. I'll have a pre-K and a kindergartner next year, and they will be doing my favorite curriculum of all time, Learning Without Tears, but now this one is the Handwriting Without Tears. And my kinder started this last year, and she did some of it, and we'll just go back and she'll finish it, and we'll do the next one after that. And then I'll assess, like, does she really need to move on to the next one, or does she grasp her letters and all of her numbers and writing them the correct way that she can remember it when we do journal time, and she can form those sentences and still have nice handwriting. My pre-K will be doing this book. I'm so excited. She's gonna love it. It really is just the basics. It steps through all of just normal letters, nothing that's like overwhelming. And she's my kid that just wants to jump into it and be part of the big kids. So I'm very excited for her to start. So it's not like we don't do it. I will say, littles, it's important. They have to learn somehow. However, when it's my bigs, I just don't see the point. I want it to be something that they naturally do all the time. I want their handwriting to be good all the time. And I found that it was just something that I was doing because everyone else was doing it. And my kids just didn't love it. And I realized I was only doing it because of those reasons. So we just stopped. And man, has it been freeing. Now, this time of year comes around and I see everyone's homeschooling curriculum, picks, and I'm like, oh, I didn't buy that this year. And then I have to go back to, no. In our homeschool, it just didn't work. And I've implemented good handwriting in all the other places to make up for it. And it's just been the greatest decision I've made in a long time for our homeschool, I feel like, because it just came down to what worked for our family. So whatever it is that you've been doing that you feel like, I only do this because everyone else does it, I give you permission to stop, because that's the beauty of homeschooling. We get to do things our way in our own home, and none of us are judging you. At least I'm not judging you. I guess I can't speak for everyone. I won't judge you for it because it's your homeschool. It only impacts you guys. It doesn't have any effect on me. So I wanted to make this video to give you that permission to let go of whatever you're doing just because everyone else is doing it, and to let you guys know why we don't do a normal handwriting curriculum in our homeschool. So I will see you guys later. If you're new around here, again, I would love for you to join the family. Hit that subscribe button and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, friends.